Hi guys, and welcome to episode 11 of A New Dawn. So, we are officially over the Heartbreak of losing the playoff final on penalties. It took a while to get over. I was quite salty about it, to be honest. I've never gone out of a playoff final on a penalty shootout before, so it was something new for me. So it was tough, but anyway, we got pre-season over and done with. And I mentioned in episode 10 during the actual playoff final, losing would have severe consequences for us. I said we would probably lose up to 4 of our star players. And unfortunately, our fears became reality relatively quick. So let's have a look at what we've done this season. Now, if we go over to the outs. The first notable out was our celebrity. That's what I'm calling him. He was our celebrity of last season. He had his good games, he had his bad games, but he always seemed to pop up at the right time. And he had an impact for us. It's Mr. Frank Noble. So it's quite sad to see him go, but he's gone to Huddersfield for £1 million, which isn't a lot of money, but the issue was we just got to accept what we get offered, basically. The club's in that much financial destitute. Next one. One of our leading top got 2, literally 40 goals between them last season. Simeon Jackson has also left the club for 800,000. That hurt pressing the accept button on that. It really did. But the issue was, it's not just the fact that I had to sell them. It was they wanted to leave and started to voice their concerns. They were going to tell their teammates and upset the balance of the squad, really. And if they don't want to be here, I don't want them. That's my mentality. Then another one of our fantastic players, probably the player of the season, John Fleck. He was wanted to leave before the end of the season had even finished. He was being a prick, to be honest. He even gave away the penalty in the playoff final. So he's gone. He's gone to Blackburn for 1.2 million. And to be honest, his attitude, I'm glad he's gone. Right. My personal favourite from last season, Jim O'Brien. Now, he was an amazing player. He did so well for us, and he was up there in all the top of the stats in pretty much every field. He started proper attitude problem. Yeah, if his good job is virtual, because if he come in my office acting like he did, I would have punched him in the face. Just complete prick. Come in, wanted to leave, blah blah blah. So we had to let him go to Huddersfield. So we lost 2 players to Huddersfield for 625,000. Just painful. Absolutely painful. Anyone noticeable else? John Austin Burr, obviously, who came in on a 1-year contract's gone. He's gone to Southend. Andy Webster, who's one of our worst performers last season. He was terrible. I was quite happy when Crew decided to take him off our wage bill. And that's it on the acts. So obviously that left a massive flaw and hole and chunk in our team, our squad. So I've had to be busy. And we've raised £3.6 million in transfer fees. And we've had none of it to spend. So, this guy here, Gary Howe, brought him in for £500. He's just a 17-year-old youth prospect. He is a very good prospect, though. I'm actually quite excited to see how he turns out. He's gone out on loan to Nuneaton, so we'll see how he does. Right, obviously we lost 2 strikers, so I needed to pick up a couple. I had to do everything on free transfers, but I'm quite excited. I think we got 2 better strikers than Simeon Jackson and Frank Noble. Striker number 1, Nathan Del Fornesso. Obviously formerly of Aston Villa. He's been about, basically this guy, he was hotly tipped when he was coming through. England under 21 international for quite a while. Yeah, a lot of people thought he was going to break through and make it. Unfortunately, never really did. He spent last season on loan, at Blackpool. They got relegated from the Championship. He played the whole season pretty much. He didn't do great, but 7 goals in a relegated team. It's not bad. And his stats, like these ones here are the important ones. These 4 for the false 9 that he's going to be playing. And that's pretty decent for this level. So we're excited about Nathan, and I reckon he's going to get us a load of goals. Now, where's the other one? Yeah, Nicky Maynard. Right. I'm not going to lie. I've pretty much signed Nicky Maynard on pure sentimental value. He was released by Cardiff just. Here's the sentimental value. The 4 years he spent at Bristol City. Obviously, I mentioned in previous videos I'm a Bristol City fan. And I just remember how exquisite he was. Just brilliant footballer. One of the best forwards I've seen at Ashton Gate, period, in my life. Really good footballer. And I reckon if we can keep him injury free, down at League One level, which he hasn't played at for a long time, and when he has, he's always scored goals. He scored goals at a much higher level. I reckon if we can keep him fit, he's going to bang him in as well. So, we also have brought in Mohamed Koulibaly. You may recognise him. He was with us last season on loan from Bournemouth. Well, his contract expired, and we picked him up. Stat-wise for the position, he's pretty good. Obviously, last season he came in as cover and actually played a bit more than he should have, and did decent. So, picked him up on a free. David Foley also plays in the same position. He is basically double cover. He's cover for cover. But he's pretty decent, and he's had a really good pre-season as well. This is someone else I'm actually really excited about. This is our replacement for Jim O'Brien. Now, he's 22 years old, so we've got a long time to come from him. This is Lloyd Isgrove. I said he's a replacement for Jim O'Brien, so he will be playing on the right, but he's a natural replacement for Danny Pugh, who potentially will be gone by the end of this season. He's getting old, so I'm excited about this one. He had a lot of clubs after him, higher clubs as well, but we promised him first team football, so we got him. Bradley Orr, we've brought in his cover for our right full back. Stephen Hendry, we've got on loan from West Ham at left full back. This guy's really good actually. He played in the Scottish Premiership last season. Nicky Maynard. Obviously I wanted to bolster our defence a bit. And I was quite excited when we managed to get this guy on loan. This is Dedrick Boyata. He's represented Belgium once at international level, so pretty impressive. If anyone has been around at like the Premier League on Football Manager over the last God knows how many years will know about this guy, because he's been at Man City forever. But we managed to take him on loan. He's had a couple of loan spells last season in the Championship. He did pretty good. So it's a bit of a bit of meat in our defence now. One more of note, Tyus Browning, centre half or right full back. He's basically cover for our defence. He was played at Shrewsbury last season on loan, and he was amazing for him. So we might have a little gem here. Then the noticeable transfers. What I will say, if I can get to where we're going. Sorry, yeah. So it is a new look squad. There's no two ways about it. It's got a lot of new players. Individually wise, we're not as strong as we were last season. Overall depth, we're much better off. So I'm interested to see how this is going to go. Right, I've been fiddling about in pre-season. I've been fiddling about in pre-season, and we're going to start on standard. I feel like a lot of the early goals I were conceding were because we weren't. I seem to play a lot better starting off standard rather than control. So we're going to give it a go the first league game of the season. Obviously it's Barnsley away. I did not mention that, so it's not obvious. We have been working hard. So right, here's our starting 11. McDonald, now goalkeeper. Uduru is back on loan from Man City. Martin, Boyata, Hendry, Pugh, Barton, Thomas, Isgrove, Maynard and Delfinesso. So let's see how we go. Obviously we didn't actually replace John Fleck, which is a slight concern. We have a very promising youth player that we've called up, not as a direct replacement, but just to beef up the squad. So let's see how we do. I need a sip of my coffee. I'm talking too much. Right, so 7 minutes in, Barnsley appear to have had a lot more of the possession, but highlights ours. Maynard picks up the ball now. They find Isgrove on his debut. That's shit. To be fair, that was awful. Duru finds Maynard Finds his Grove in the box. Can he find anyone? Thomas deep. Oh, what a lovely strike. Who needs John Fleck? Connor Thomas helping the Coventry fans forget the departure of John Fleck nicely there. This is what we want. Is Grove here? Finds picks him out. Lovely ball. And one touch. Then places the shot perfect. Right. Got a defensive work cut out now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and be a bit more involved with team talks. I'm going to be assertive and tell him not demand more, just to concentrate now. Maynard's free. He's got 3 men on the ball. Danny Pugh steadies himself 2-0. This is good stuff. I was slightly concerned, obviously, losing the players that we lost, whether we'll be competitive. Obviously, we've generated nearly £4 million for the team, but we haven't been able to invest it in the squad at all, so anything we do is going to be amazing. Alright, so Danny Pugh here is going to get his head up and look for a ball, hopefully. He finds Barton. Barton finds Thomas, Maynard now. Thomas is making the run. He's got the ball. Ooh. Hammering them. Absolutely hammering them. Don't need to change anything, I think. Alright, let's go defensive until the second half. I want to be a lot more involved, not involved, a lot more hands-on during the game, instead of just sitting back and letting them sort of play out and making substitutions. I reckon we might be able to grind out, even if it gets us an extra 4 to 6 points a season, it's really beneficial. So, there we go. We set the tactics now basically just to see this half out. Ooh. I'm oohing and ahhing a lot tonight. Barton plays out to Pugh. Pugh's going to pick his head up and play a lovely ball into the box like he has all last season. Wow, Barton. What was that, sunshine? Come on, boys. Right, so here we go, half time. Right, let's be assertive. I'm happy, keep it going. We are in pressure. We go to control now. Matches in which you believe you're the stronger team but are wary of the counter aim to move the ball. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go to control. And basically just look to control the game. Excuse me. Oh my dear God, you're kidding me. 15 seconds into the second half, new signing, loan signing, Dedrick Boyata has got himself a second booking. Oh, right, so what we got? What's our options? Tyus Browning is going to make a early debut. How the strikers looking? I'm going to have to take one of them off. I'm going to leave Nicky Maynard on just because I like him. Oh, 45 minutes. No need to change anything else. We're 2-0 up. Obviously, that's a benefit. He didn't give away a penalty or anything. I will keep the system on control for now. We're going to give him another team talk, actually. Passionate. Concentrate. We're going to keep up with the concentrate, basically, because we don't want them making any defensive laps. Last season, we conceded far too many goals. That was our problem. So let's see. Let's see if we can punish them with 10 men. That's not good. We need to keep the ball for it to do it. Then again, if they're going to play balls like that, we'll be fine. So yeah, I'm still iffy about counter. How do you guys feel about playing counter-attacking football in Football Manager 2015? I still get wary about the amount of pressure it invites on. But then again, I speak to some people that are adamant that counter-attacking football is fantastic. So, Barton last season was 6 or 7 screamers from outside the box. He's absolutely deadly when he gets his eye on goal. Right, so obviously we're 1 man down. We're down to 10 men. We're still playing as we were prior to the sending off, which is good. We've got a lot of possession and putting on pressure, which is good. See, obviously we've got that much of the ball. There is no need to start counter-attacking. It's much better left on control. Okay, I'm just slightly, good tackle. Aaron Martin there. We turned down a bid from Sheffield United for him in the summer, and he got really pissed off about it. But he managed to stay, which is good. Because he is a very promising centre-half. Isgrove on the outside of the box. What can he do? He tries to beat the defender. He gets inside the box. Oh, he missed the opportunity to pass it. Okay, we need to get back fast. Okay, we've only got 3 back, and they've got 5, 6. Okay. He's offside. Okay, that was slightly worrying. They broke with mass numbers, which is slightly terrifying, but what can we do to stop that? We can't really stop them breaking out. I guess we could play defensive football rather than counter-attacking. Drop back a bit. Don't know, let's see how the next 10-minute plays out. Alright, Aduru. When we signed Aduru last season, he was a 2-star player. Got him in on loan again this season, and he's nearly a 4-star, sorry. Nearly 4.5. His potential's 4.5. Oh, the ball's gone over the top to Hemmings. Slides the through ball through to Winnell. That's got to be a corner, right? Yeah, okay. I was going to say, Jesus, that would have been terrible. Obviously, yeah, I was going to say I was a bit worried about our corners because we normally leave 2 up. We've got it set to leave 2 at the pitch. But I just noticed then defending with 10 minutes, taking 1 of them and putting back, so that's good. Obviously, you don't really leave them 2 up when you've got a player sent off. Right, we're down to the last 20 minutes. Nicky Maynard is looking run ragged up top. Isgrove's looking decent. He's had a good, solid game. Aaron Martin as well, amazing. We made him captain. Basically, he got really upset with us, and we decided that we'll make him captain, give him a new contract. Do you know, that's the only change I'm going to make, I think, for now. Is there anyone... Yeah, that's the only change I'm going to make for now. We're going to go defensive. We're down to 15 minutes, more or less, to go. We'll give another team talk, a nice assertive team talk to concentrate. Obviously, the clean sheet would be amazing. We only got 5 all last season, so to start the season off with 1 would just be the cherry on the cake. Marcus Tudgar with a horrible... Was that an effort? Really? There's the full-time whistle anyway. Well, what a fantastic start to the season. Our new-looking squad. I'm impressed. We got a lot of new players in this team. He was sent off at a time that we really couldn't afford to be weakened. Yeah, that seems about the right thing to say. Obviously, we've got a new-look team. New players to get used to the new system. And we've gone away to Barnsley with a clean sheet. 2 goals. That is very promising. Right. Anyway, let's look when we're going to come back. We haven't done a home game in ages, so Rotherham at home it'd be. That'll be the next game. That gives us a good chunk of league games as well. Obviously up next at Northampton in the Capital One Cup. Swindon at home, Walsall away, Millwall at home. That'd be a punchy tie. Northampton away in the league. An unknown game, and then we'll come back for Rotherham home. Anyway guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 11 of A New Dawn. It's a new season. Unfortunately, it's not the Championship. We're back in League One, but I've got a good feeling about this season. If you're enjoying it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow along. Because yeah, this is going to be a good season.